So gold just had its worst month in 4 years. Gold prices are stabilizing, but is more in store for us? Let's talk about it when we return. Good morning, YouTube. It's 3/2/2021. It is a beautiful day here in sunny Central Florida. So, taking a look at the market, gold and silver have both stabilized this morning. All right, we're seeing gold hanging out in the low 1700 range. Right now, I've got a spot ask price of 1,736.10. That's a $2.60 increase for gold on the day. Silver is hanging out at 26.37. Has actually a ask price right now of 26.57, about a 20-cent spread there. Seeing silver down 26 cents on the day, and platinum is hanging out at 1,197.50. That's a $3.30 decline. So all in all, pretty stable. A little bit of a dip there in silver, but things have been kind of crazy lately, right? A lot of stuff going on in the precious metals market. Let's take a look at an article here from Bloomberg, and it talks about gold steadies after worst month in 4 years as yields in focus. So gold did steady after its biggest monthly slump since late 2016 as investor focus remained on bond yields and the outlook for growth. Last week's sell-off in the global bonds stabilized after central banks from Asia to Europe moved to calm a panic that had sent treasury yields to their highest level in a year. Bets on accelerating inflation are raising concerns that there could be a pullback in monetary policy support, despite assurances from the Federal Reserve that higher yields reflect economic optimism for a solid recovery. Okay, bond markets continue to signal the end of the interest rate reduction cycle, said Michael McCarthy, chief market strategist at CMC Markets. If the inflationary pressures reflected by sharply lower bond prices are evident by mid-year, central banks will have little choice but to wind back their current support. A falling gold price shows that the main concerns are about higher interest rates, overriding any safe haven attraction to the yellow metal. That's something that we talk about here on the channel, right? So to institutional investors, to large investors out there, many of them move into gold primarily as a sort of a parking lot, as a safe harbor for their wealth, for their assets during turbulent times. Okay, most people out there aren't dollar cost averaging through stacking physical precious metals like the majority of the people here that watch this channel today. All right, we are contrarian investors. That's true. We like to think a little bit outside the box, and that's why we do pick up our gold and silver, well, as frequently and as often as we can, and we're always looking for the best price. We know the direction of monetary policy. It's going to be one of continued turbulence. So if I were a stacker, I would look at this opportunity as an opportunity for gold and silver to kind of stabilize and consolidate, and then for us to hopefully start picking up those coins and bars that we've been eyeballing these last few months while inventories have been low. Of course, that's my optimism coming out. So back to the article, bullions had a rocky start to the year as the higher treasury yields weighed on demand for the non-interest-bearing metal, and as the rollout of vaccinations worldwide spurs optimism about a recovery from the pandemic. Over the weekend, the U.S. House of Representatives passed President Joe Biden's $1.9 trillion COVID-19 aid package, and the bill now resides in the Senate. Gold spot price did rise 0.4% to 1741.55 an ounce by 9:14 a.m. in Singapore after slumping 2.1% on Friday. Yada, yada, yada. You guys know the deal, okay? So gold and silver, all right? Silver hanging out in the 26s, gold in the low 1700s. We've been here before. Not panic time. We've actually seen some really good gains that we're maintaining in silver. I mean, if you just take a look back in time to March of last year, all right, we're still up on those prices, and we did see that dramatic drop off, of course, during the overall market sell-off, all the way down in the high $11. But I want you to take a second to think about that. That was less than a year ago. Yeah, sure, we're knocking on 1 year, but in reality, that was less than 1 year. Think about what we've seen over the last year in precious metals, okay? We had the massive nosedive in March, right? Gold sold off, stock market sold off, silver definitely sold off, platinum was way down. Believe you could pick up an ounce of platinum in the high $7, low $800 range around this time last year. So overall, those of you that have been stacking and accumulating precious metals for some time now, at least a year, you're in a pretty good spot. So I don't want anyone here to think that you've made a mistake, all right, by holding your wealth in precious metals. because the future for precious metals is only going to get brighter. So, as a reminder, I am not a financial advisor, and all the information in this video is for entertainment and informational purposes only. However, I do expect that we will see a little bit of drifting down to the south, a little bit of a reduction in the overall spot price of gold, at least in the mean term of 2021. But for the long term, once more, I do look at this as an opportunity for us to accumulate precious metals at a better price, assuming we can find some better deals out there, right? I mean, take a look at the secondary market. Don't be paying the ridiculous premiums to the coin shops and the online bullion dealers right now. Obviously, they've got to turn a profit. Maybe they got a family to feed, the lights to keep on, of course. But you got to remember, this is not the time to be going out and spending heavily on premiums. Okay, the the run on gold and silver has been there. Gold and silver will be there. There's still more of it out there. It's not the end of the world. There's no reason for you to go charging full speed into high premiums. Just take it easy, look for the deals, and remember that the long-term game still looks very bright for gold and silver. All right, everybody, we'll talk to you soon on another video. I hope you enjoyed this one today. Have a wonderful Tuesday, my friends, and we'll see you soon on another precious metals focused stacking video.